Thousands of miners squeeze through tunnels every day to search for a mineral called mica. This kind is mostly used in electronics, cars, planes, even paint. And Madagascar is the largest exporter of sheet mica in the world. But miners like Razana Tsara Oreli have to risk their lives to dig it out. These walls could collapse and kill her within seconds. Workers also breathe in mica particles that can destroy their lungs. But in a country plagued by a severe drought, many families that used to farm have now turned to mica mining. And children work here too, often making just a few cents a day. This mineral is essential to making products that are worth thousands of dollars. So why do these families make so little? And is anything being done to help them? Razana Tsara lives in Antrevi, a small village about 10 miles away from the mica mine. She started mining after her husband died 2 years ago to support her family. Her sister Zoe is just 14 years old, and she's been crawling through these tunnels since she was 12. Some tunnels can be 500 feet deep, the height of a 50-story building. In here, mica shines through the dirt everywhere. Miners started extracting it in this region in the 1970s. Stabbing at these walls with a chisel can destabilize them and trigger landslides. And temperatures inside can reach over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. They also showed us their cuts and bruises from mining. Today they collected around 130 pounds of mica. They make about $3 from selling this load. And even that money has to be shared. Many families here had never worked in the mines before. They were mostly farmers, growing rice, corn, or cassava. But in the last few years, a crippling drought has hurt the agricultural industry. At least 1.6 million are now food insecure and need humanitarian assistance. It rains so rarely here that people rush to collect water, like Rafara Malala Yantra So's family. They used to grow crops in the town of Menaloha.
Voanjo, de mangazo, de vary. Ilo zao ny asa.
This land where she mines officially belongs to the government, but no one stops locals from digging.
Mandady. Any ano? Ty. Tu zao fa izy ty. dia tony atony mafy be raha tsy afaka ny vato.
There's little oxygen inside. And hammering stirs up clouds of fine mica dust. The toxic particles can cause a deadly lung disease called silicosis.
Ilaina mihitsy fa ny raha tsy isy dia tsy maintsy miaina amin'ny zava-misy. Amin'ilay mipoka peg sy ny amin'ilay tanana tahorana maratra amin'ilay vato dia ilaina daholo izy izany. Mamanao!
Even though the Ministry of Mines and Strategic Resources oversees the industry, pits often operate without permits, and miners say they have little support.
Mbola tsy nanome fanampiananay taty mihitsy avy ny fanjakana. Mbola tsy isy mihitsy.
We reached out to the country's mining ministry for comment, but did not hear back. After a long day of work, Rafara Malala says her whole body hurts.
Mihitsy mandreraka be fa le familomany tena dia tsy maintsy. Le zaza tsy isy hoanina dia tsy maintsy manao foana.
But just like Razanat Sara, she barely makes enough to get by.
Ny azo le vola isan'andro zao dia vary fotsy sy ny kafe sy ny siramamy, ny sira, ny petrol.
Miners mostly sell the raw mica to middlemen. Some of them have no idea what it's used for.
Tsy fantatro mihitsy anaovana ananjy fa izy eto foana ny haiko hoe misy mividy dia mivarotra za. Ohatr'izay. Fa tsy haiko hoe anaovana inona na anaovana inona ilay izy.
They sell the mica to companies that process it overseas. 87% of it goes from Madagascar to China. This specific type is prized for being a great insulator. That's why it's used in electrical cables, car batteries, planes, trains, and smartphones. One study shows that 15,000 different car parts could contain the mineral. And Madagascar made about $11 million in 2021 from mica exports. But the wealth doesn't trickle down to the miners. Rafara Malala's 3 children, all under the age of 16, work here too. They help her sort and sieve the mica once it's collected. Child labor in Madagascar is well documented, but it's dismissed as a result of extreme poverty. Often, families have to bring their young kids to the mines because they can't leave them alone at home. At least 11,000 children work in the country's mining sector. But experts say that number is probably much greater after 4 years of drought. We saw dozens toiling away at the mines we visited in the Ambowombe village, like 10-year-old Rasoa, who had to drop out of school after 2nd grade. Child labor is not just a problem in Madagascar. Mica mines in India, another major exporter, are also filled with children. The mica found here is used in cosmetics for its shimmering effect, and at least 22,000 kids dig for it in India's Jharkhand and Bihar districts. Despite the risks, families can't afford to stop working there. So non-profits like the Responsible Mica Initiative are trying to empower them by providing education and access to better healthcare. It is also hoping to create a responsible international supply chain by trying to eliminate child labor at these mines. But that can be tricky. Many tech and auto companies buy parts containing mica from Chinese firms that source it from different mines. So it's hard to tell whether it's ethical. Still, global demand for it is expected to grow 8% by 2030. Back in Antropy, Razana, Sarah and Zoe are heading home after an 8-hour day in the pits. She has 2 young daughters, so she needs this job, especially during the drought. But she hopes to go back to a life of farming one day.